I'm Kelly Swanson. I'm a motivational speaker and a comedian, which means I tell you that you can do anything. Then I tell you I'm just kidding. I'm also a professional storyteller. Yes, there is such a thing, but for years I got paid in things like chicken. And then, after a while, it was my husband who first said, "You've got a gift. You've got something you can do that most people cannot do. Let's run with it." And so we did. And so I set out to become a professional, wait for it, storyteller. Yep, had it typed right up on the card. People are like, "How did you become a storyteller and a motivational speaker?" I was like, I just got a card and typed it in. Poof! I think tomorrow I'll become a life coach. At first it was just entertainment. It was finding the places and the people who would pay me to tell stories for a living. But something happened over time. The more I told stories, the more stages I got in front of, the more groups that booked me, I began to realize something was happening with me and my audience. It was beyond just entertainment. It was beyond just making them laugh. It was making them feel things and have emotions, and they would write me letters and say how my words had changed their life, which I still find hard to believe. What I realized in short was that I was making a connection. I was connecting and engaging with an audience of strangers who lived in different places than I did, who had different hobbies, different walks of life, but we were connecting in a powerful, deep way. And I think that's what all of us want. Whether it's to connect with your patients or your clients, whether you're in sales, whether you're an executive, or whether it's just to get your kid to clean up his room. We all want to impact and influence, and by doing that, we want to connect and engage on a deeper level with our market and with our world. So I began studying what's going on here. How am I able to connect to people this way? And it all came down to one word: story. I know, right? I wish it was fancier, but story has been the key ingredient all along. It's the reason I am consistently booked. It's the reason I am able to connect and engage with people from all walks of life who are nothing like me, but who at the end of our time together feel like we have something in common. So I've spent most of my life studying the art and business of story and how to use it, how to make our words have more connection and more power, no matter what we do or what our platform is. And over time, as I began studying this and doing it more and more, people began to seek me out. They wanted me to teach them. How do you do what you do? How do you tell those stories? What's the secret formula? Which at first was hard for me. I'm like, what? There's no formula. It's an art. How do you define your art? But I took the time to go inside my head, pretty cluttered in there, and to sort of unwrap what I was doing in the process of crafting these stories. Were there patterns? Are there secrets? Are there formulas? And I began to see that there are. While everybody's story is different, there are some commonalities. I finally started to figure out what types of stories we all should be telling across the board, no matter what our audience, no matter what our intents or purposes. This is a class. And so this class requires commitment. You sign up for a class, you sit in the seat, and you do the work. You don't get to the next step until you do the assignment for this one. So I'm going to hold you accountable every step of the way. So yeah, you got to commit. But I'm telling you, it is worth it. Wait until you see the impact that you will have more than ever before when we add power to your words. My work is to study the power of story, to connect, to influence, and to get results. And I'm glad you're here. I'm Kelly Swanson. Now let's go. Find your voice. Tell your story. See, if you can change your story, you can change your life. If you can change your story, you can change your business. And if you can change your story, you can change your world. Your story. Make an impact.